Okay, sorry about that. I had a weird, for whatever reason, it changed my display. So, welcome everybody to Dur and Dur, where us nerds sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
We dare and we dare some more.
And struggle to try and install Borderlands.
That's a whole nother story. Um, yeah. Anyway, and yeah, it's been a week, guys. I have a question, and it kind of pertains to how we move forward with sessions and stuff like that. Who does not have inspiration? Does everybody? You don't?
No.
He never does.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I rarely do though.
Mm-hmm. And Asta,
I do not currently.
I don't think Asta does either. Well, and the reason why I ask is because one of the things that I was thinking about doing for you guys is there's actually a thing in the Roll20 stuff that it is called like hero points, I believe, and basically it gives you, I want to say it gives you like an additional die roll kind of a thing, but I think it's
Who's clicky clacking?
yeah, I don't know.
Not me.
That was me.
Um,
How did my mic pick that up? That's my question.
it
Like your
basically-
mic was right next to the keyboard.
It basically gives something, and I'm trying to find it again. I just found it and then researched it. Basically, it gives you it's not necessarily like a re-roll. Oh, here it is, hero points. I'll turn it off here. Hero points. So it's a D6. I don't know if I can edit it or not. I guess not. I don't think anyway. But it, like something that you could add to pretty much anything. I was almost thinking about doing those and like in addition to the inspirations. That way, if nobody wants to do the recap that doesn't have a point of inspiration, you could earn a hero point instead. But we haven't had that problem necessarily yet. So I was going to get your guys' feedback on that, but, you know, something to think about. At the moment, I believe we have a couple people who don't have inspiration. I believe it's Cardin and who else? Not including Dolinar.
Okay.
Asta also doesn't have it, but she's not here at the moment. She'll join us in a little bit. Does Katya have it?
Somehow, I still have my inspiration left over from last session.
Okay. Okay. Then, Cardin, if you want the inspiration, it's all yours. And he's gone. Awesome. Ooh, Cardin.
Pardon.
Arden, did you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D.
What the fuck?
Okay.
We have a fun story for you today.
Cardin, what are you
Where
doing?
we travel across the water and attack a ship. Us, with our few friends, have come across the ship while walking across the water with Valinar's water walking skills. And with this, we kill things.
You know, honestly, I can't say I expected more. You guys really didn't end up doing a whole lot last time, which is fine.
No, we didn't.
I mean, that was actually pretty decent for Cardin.
This is true. So
It's
take the
about
point of
right, yeah.
inspiration.
We walked across the water, saw a ship, and
You
got
guys-
attacked.
You guys are trying to take it. So, with that, we're gonna get right back into combat. So, okay, cool. That's loud enough. Top of the round, we have 28 was not the natural 20, so that is Timbe. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do so I don't forget again.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Jimbei.
No. Does that save it? Cool. That'll save it. And then the other one is the elf. Which is that one. Just gonna do this really quick, I apologize. Should have honestly done this earlier, but I didn't think about it. Ooh. Okay. That means he gets to move and do stuff. He is going to so he has 40 feet of movement. 10, 15 feet up, that's 25. 25. So yeah, he's gonna move there because he can get there with pretty much ease. And then he is going to attempt to stab this guy, this veteran who is slowed, so he has a -2 to his AC. And he has flank from Cardin, so that is a 23 to hit. He will deal. Oh, ow.
Enough?
No, he's pretty. This is a veteran, so he's actually pretty
Healthy?
pretty healthy. I actually don't even think he's been touched
Tanky.
yet. Yeah, this one actually hasn't been touched yet, so that is there's 12 points of piercing damage. And an additional. Right, yeah, okay. Ooh, and an additional 17 from sneak attack. So that's 29 total. Which hurts. He doesn't have much room left to... Actually... I gotta check something. It's a spell that I cast, and I don't remember it, so... Uno momento... Do they have reaction?
If they're slowed, I don't believe so, but let me scroll up and look.
That's what I'm reading. And it can't use other reactions. So... He is going to... He's gonna bonus action dash and begin climbing the mast, because he's got a climb speed. So he immediately climbs 40 feet in the air.
That might be high enough to get up there, actually.
It's not.
90 feet, if I remember right.
I believe it's 80, but
Damn.
you're not.
That's a really
incorrect.
tall mast.
It's what is standard according to the stats here. So, where did the mast go? Come on now. Why is all of this? I'm not seeing it now. Well, that's great. Okay, well, he next is Elaine, who can still see the person that was Hunter's marked. Does not have advantage, but has a pretty good bonus to things. So, heavy crossbow, Heop. Ooh, 14 with a -2 AC does not hit. Ow. So do it again. That'll definitely hit. So that guy will take.
Oh wow.
11, 16 points
So-
of piercing.
According
What?
to Google, pirate ship masts average around 120 feet tall, upwards of roughly almost 200 feet. So, I was way off.
So right here, it says the sails have 3 80-foot tall masts. This ship only has one. I'm still ruling it as an 80-foot tall mast, though.
We'll call this ship a small one.
It technically is. So that was second shot. All right, so that's turn for Elaine. She is gonna stay put. That'll bring us to Cardin.
Cardin will hit the guy diagonal from him that he has.
You do not have flank. This
Advantage.
Tembe is 40 feet in the air.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just gonna reckless attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
And I
Which
believe
has
I'm
a
still
hunter's
within-
mark, correct?
It does, but Hunter's
It's
Mark
like a
only applies to
boat, so-
Elaine.
I know.
He does have a -2 to his AC, though.
Is he
Ooh,
dead?
that is a natural
That's the
20.
heaven and
that
hell.
hits.
That's a natural 20 for 28. But also, he rolled a
That's,
nat 1 for a 9 as his.
Yeah.
Since roll 20 rolls both advantage.
Well, you can set it up to roll it both either way. So how much is that total? Cardin?
22 plus 9 is
31.
31.
31 plus 2 is 33.
Dang.
That is enough to kill him.
Nice.
Nice.
As you kind of
Cardin.
just bring
Okay,
the
he's
axe
also
down,
a
you
ruckus.
hear it kind of just cuts deep into his chest, and you can see it kind of him fall to the ground, unmoving.
Okay, and then he's going to use his second attack to
This one?
hit the other dude.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
And he's also going to be reckless hit again.
If you reckless once in a turn, it's almost pointless to not reckless again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that does hit. However, you rolled a 1 on the slashing damage, so you can re-roll that die 12. Whatever you're fighting.
Oh,
Take it.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Nice. So 12 plus
that's
4
12.
is 16. So 24.
And then plus 2.
So 26. Oh,
Yep.
that freaking hurted. He is just hanging in there.
I'd just go ahead and use my bonus action to headbutt him.
Sure, go ahead and make a strength check. Technically with advantage because of your reckless attack.
Will 21 hit?
21 does hit. Yeah, he has 3 hit points left, so you will knock him unconscious.
Yeah, that's I think that's 7 damage.
Yeah, 7 damage.
He just range, yeah.
Alright, you technically have movement if you wish.
Yep.
And now nobody is preventing you from moving.
Oh, hey.
Nice of you to join us.
I love that.
Sorry, I got busy. I am currently working on wrapping all my stuff for Christmas, so
That's fine. Ironically, it just got to your turn. Do you want me to go ahead? Do you want me to go ahead and just take your turn for you while you finish up what you were doing?
yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That's fine.
All right. Asta is going to shoot the guy at the front and almost the back of the ship, I think, as long as she hits. So
Sounds about right.
first one here. That'll hit. This one dies. I don't even need to roll damage. It had 2 hit points. Second shot. 25 hits. This one I technically need to roll damage for. Is 9. Is not enough to kill that one. And that's this one here. Although,
Darn.
was that... no, that one was uninjured, so you would not get Colossus Slayer on it. Bonus action. What do we have for bonus actions yet? Not a whole lot. Yeah, because you had already used... I hadn't used your Hunter's Mark for it yet, so... You need to technically get in a better position, so we're going to move you 30 feet that way. Bringing us to Katya.
That's me.
Valinar, you're after.
I see Valinar is kind of surrounded there.
2 of them are moving in slow motion.
Yeah. I think I'll aim at this guy in the front here.
Okay.
Wait, are they actually moving in slow motion?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
slow.
they're slowed. So this guy right here, I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at him. He's undamaged, right?
No, he just took an arrow to the kind of to the shoulder from Asta.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna hit him with it. Hit him with a. We'll do poison damage.
Funny enough, they're not immune to poison damage.
I was hoping not. They're people.
I mean, go ahead.
Okay, Poison.
Give me that.
That way,
roll.
there's no damage to the ship if I miss.
Fair
Whoa.
enough.
That is not to hit. What the frick? You stupid thing. There we go.
16 hits.
Okay, 16 hits. Now, damage. I don't know why it does it backwards like that.
I mean, it had 2 HP left. You kill it.
Well,
However,
he's dead.
yeah. However, I do need you to roll me a D100.
Right.
25.
25.
You got to give me just one moment here because I don't have my paper up here at the moment because I did a
I'll take
goofy
it.
and left it down there. So, okay,
According
25.
to my notes, gain blind sight for 1 minute. I'll take
Okay.
it.
All right, you gain
Yeah,
blind
that's pretty
sight.
decent.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You gain blind sight for the next minute. So basically until the end of combat.
And I'll go ahead and move.
That's interesting. It doesn't give a range.
Right there. It doesn't?
Not according to my chart, so I'm gonna say it's a blind sight out to a range of your out to your vision.
Oh, cool.
What's your vision range again? Isn't it like 120 feet?
120 dark vision.
So you have a blind sense of 120 feet now.
Holy crap. Okay.
Close your eyes and you can see.
I can hear everything.
I will say you immediately sense hundreds of like presences
Oh.
underneath
right,
the
all
water.
Shit. Oh, that's gonna fuck with me. I didn't even think about that.
You have no idea because you have no idea what they are, but you know they're there. All right.
Thanks.
Valinar.
You got
Well-
3 friends with you.
Yep. First things first, I'm gonna bonus action heal myself. 17.
Ooh, nice heal.
And unfortunately, that's not quite enough, but hey. Alright, and... Have the guys...
Oh, say that
Have
again.
my friends in front of me been hit at all? Have the guys in
Um,
front of me been hit at all?
No.
Okay.
2 of them are slowed.
Okay.
Is your
So-
voice not funny and high pitched this time?
At least not yet.
So basically two of them cannot attack me if I leave.
Correct. The only one that would get an attack of opportunity is this guy down here. At the very bottom of the 3.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and step back.
You're just gonna drop off the boat?
Actually, that's a fair point. Let's not drop off the boat. Let's just do something stupid, cause screw it.
That,
Okay.
that would take
No, no,
fall
it's
damage,
also still
technically.
enough. We're going to use my channel divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay, so they gotta make con saves, right?
Yep. DC 18.
Con saves. Ah, they are not proficient in those. Neat. 1, 2. Oh, is it not gonna load for me? Okay, there they go. And 3.
And this guy's also in range, by the way.
That guy?
It is 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Womp. What's the DC?
18.
18. They all fail. 2 of them with natural
Yes.
ones. So I gotta roll
Yes.
severity on those. Actually, I only gotta roll severity on one of those. Because the other guy just dies.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 9. That's a little under halfway. Okay. So every one of them will take 23 points of radiant. So, one moment to subtract. And then this one is going to take 25 because of the natural 1, and then rolling a 9. Okay, and then do they get to repeat the saving throw on slow after they're taking damage? No. Okay, so it's only at the end of their turn. Okay. Anything else for you, Valinar?
Does slow have their movement? Actually, they could get me anywhere on the boat anyway. I will.
I do believe slow halves their movement. If that is.
Yep.
So Valinar's gonna go ahead and climb off the boat back onto the water.
Okay. You use your movement speed to climb down, to avoid any kind of fall damage or anything like that. Technically, one of them does get an attack of opportunity, and they will attempt to make it.
Okay.
That's cocked. No, I'm almost positive a 9 doesn't hit you.
Yeah, no.
It better not hit anyone.
It might
Might be
hit.
really close.
Yeah, I'm like, it might hit Katya if she didn't have anything on her.
If I was slowed, yeah, probably.
Oh wait, you have a decent
All right.
dex now, so never mind.
I
All right,
do now.
that'll bring us to their turn, actually.
Yeah, great.
Here you go off the boat.
Cardin's on the boat, though. Let's see here. Cardin is 25 feet away from them. You know what? I'm gonna give him an intelligence check. That's actually really good. Excuse me. These two are gonna fall off the boat after you. They will each take fall damage.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
Since they don't have water walk, did they just sink into the water?
Good point.
Yeah.
They would. Well, hold on. They would, but they are going to attempt to grab the side of the boat and make attacks at you that way.
Okay.
This would impose disadvantage, but because of the flanking, they're gonna just have a regular to hit on you. And then, oh yeah, he cannot get within melee of you, so he is going to move here and take crossbow shots at you. So we'll do these attacks at this point. So first off, on Valinar,
Alright.
this guy is going to attempt to attack you with his 3 attacks, I guess. And hopefully, as a flat roll, hopefully one of them will hit you.
Aren't they both slowed?
Oh, you're right. So they get to make
I think it's one attack, isn't
one
it?
attack. When its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both, regardless of the creature's abilities. If it can make more than one melee, it can't make more than... So yeah, each one of them will make one attack. The first one is an 8. The second one is a 18.
18 meets my AC.
Okay, so the aggressor wins, so you will take a whole d6 of damage. 7 slashing.
Okay.
And that's his turn. This other guy is going to try to shoot you. No, he's going to throw daggers
Me?
at you, Cardin. Okay?
Okay.
And because you reckless last time, he has advantage on the attacks.
I'm gonna warding
Yeah.
flare that.
Is he within range?
Oh, he is.
Okay.
And Karn is... The enemy is.
Does the enemy have to be within range, or does...
I think
Karn.
we ran into this problem last time, too.
I'm pretty sure it's
where
the
is-
enemy, because I'm pretty sure it's the...
Attacked by a creature that can be blinded within 30 feet that you can see.
Okay, so... Yes.
Improve, I think...
So, for the first attack, it'll have a straight roll against Cardin. Because it's the the creature attacking is what you said. So first roll, that is a 15.
No.
Okay. Second attack is a 22
That'll hit.
with advantage. It's only a dagger, so it's a D4. So that is 7 points of piercing damage, rounded to 4 damage, and then the final attack, because it's not slowed, 17.
17 beats me because freaking cloak protection is gone.
Well, I apologize. That's 6 piercing, down to 3. Alright, that's their turn. These two get to make a save against slow. Neither one of those is high enough. I don't even care if they have bonuses. Yeah, neither one of those is high enough, so they are still slowed. That'll bring us to Zane, who is going to... is going to magic missile the one behind you, Valinar. So magic missile. Oh, I guess I'll have to roll all of them, so that's all 3 bolts. Three. So this one will take 9, 13 damage. And he is going to continue concentrating. And that'll be his turn. One guy left on that initiative is going to... Oh boy, I don't even know. Sure, it'll shoot down on Cardin again. Why not?
Good luck.
Well, you reckless, so he still has advantage.
As I said, he has luck.
Also, so 2 attacks. Nope. First one's a miss, big time. And second one is also a miss, big time. Not even close to your AC. Neither one of them actually rolled over a 10. So you're standing there, and all of a sudden, 2 bolts kind of impact the ground in front of your feet, and you look up, and he's like, "Gosh!" kind of ducking back into the crow's nest a little bit. He is not affected by anything at the moment. That will bring us to Denock.
Alright, check range.
He's also,
Plus how high up?
Yeah, he is like 80 feet in the air. He technically has, from that angle, he would have probably partial coverage. So he's got like a plus. Oh god, it's plus 3 and then plus 5. So he's got plus 3 to his AC at the moment, I believe is how that works.
Okay. They'll ignore him, and they'll go for. We'll start with the guy
Okay.
to Valinar's.
Okay, the guys that are on the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
You can't use reaction, so both of those hit.
11. And
Ooh.
22.
22 damage from a skeleton. Still hanging on to the side of the boat, but just barely.
Okay,
Like one of these waves might crash into him hard enough to
Ooh,
knock him
did
off.
he take the damage from acid arrow from last time?
Yes, we went ahead and rolled it at the same time. That way we wouldn't forget.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember doing that because that was a tip I picked up from another DM. I was like, I'm going to keep that in my back pocket in case acid arrow ever becomes a thing.
And then I bring it in.
I know.
And you're sitting there like, huh.
It makes it so much more convenient. Like, the only time that would actually become an issue is if, like, if that acid would have killed it on a turn earlier than it would have gotten to take a turn. 9 times out of 10, that does not occur, and so I think it's just easier to do it all at once.
Okay.
So, and I liked that, so.
So I'm going to get aim for the guy in the crow's nest
Okay.
with a level 3 magic missile.
Oh, Jesus, okay. So that is 15?
Man, rolling ones hurt.
I know that it does. 15. That hurt, but he's still standing. But I mean, you also have to think about it this way. You literally have a 25% chance at rolling a 1 on D4s.
Yeah.
So, but hey, damage is damage. He's looking hurt. He really is.
So whenever Timbe gets there, he's probably going to nuke the guy.
I mean, probably.
Good chance.
We'll see. Oh, right, because your skeletons only have 1 attack each. So that'll bring us to the 2 individuals.
Unless you want to give me some more attacks.
Maybe in a little while. That D8. What is that for confusion? Oh no, is it a D8 or a D10 for confusion?
I believe it's a D8. Oh no, it's a D10. Let me do that again. Flip.
Oh,
Doesn't move or take actions.
nice. That guy has done nothing this entire combat.
He's just kind of hanging out there.
he is literally Patrick from SpongeBob in that episode where they have the orb of confusion.
Yeah.
So, all right. He does nothing. He gets to make a save for slow at the end of his turn. No, that's a 2 on the dice, so not even close. He does nothing. Okay, so back to the top of the round. Tembe. Yeah?
I just have a quick question.
Yeah,
I may have missed it, but did you do the saves for the other guys in that had slow?
I did.
The ones by me? Okay.
Yeah, they didn't even get close.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like on the die, I think I rolled an 8 and a 9. The DC is 16. I think they have like a +2 to wisdom. Yeah, they have a
Okay.
+2 to wisdom.
I just
So-
wanted to make sure.
Yeah. All right, so Tembe is going to move his 40 feet up, and then he's going to use a bonus action to hide. So where's that stealth roll? Bam. What are you rolling? 27? Okay. I'll give him a perception check. Ooh, he rolled well on the die. He rolled a 19 on the die with his perception. Oh, that brings it to a 21. Still not high enough. Tembe is then gonna peekaboo stabby. Rapier. Oh, I should have rolled that at advantage. I'll roll it twice because it's hidden. 27 fucking hits. Damage. Oh, an auto rolled sneak attack. Dope. With 1 piercing sucks. That is still 23 points of damage. Action, bonus action, move. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But he's technically now in the crow's nest, hanging out with this guy, fighting over the crow's nest area. So Elaine. Gonna move 30 feet. We'll move her down one so that I can keep her on the map. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Bonus action, move Hunter's Mark, because that's a thing they can do. Kablam. What is the AC on that person? That hits. Seven, 9. So sad to see that he's still alive. So she's gonna shoot him again. Another 13 still hits. That time he's dead.
Finally!
They only have like 11 hit points or something like that, but still. Alright, Cardin.
I am up.
You is up.
I is up. Donk. Is he on the ground?
He is on your level, yes. He's not prone, but he is on your level.
Okay. Making sure. Get donk reckless.
Sure. Ooh, 15.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
I think I freaking reckless.
Yeah.
For those listening, he rolled a natural 1.
15 is his armor class, so the aggressor wins. So you do hit him. And how much damage do you deal?
25.
25? Okay.
Yep. 16 plus 7 plus 2.
He hurted. He's still standing, however.
He be knocking down. Recklessing again, obviously.
20 hits.
18 points of damage.
That just kills him.
Gosh.
Alright. You've moved 5 feet. Do you
Alright,
wish to
go
go
on.
anywhere else? You've gone there. These two are 80 feet in the air. The other ones are off the side of the boat.
I'll go there.
Still on the... Okay.
Yep, still on the boat.
Alrighty.
Well, actually, I'll move there. Still on the boat, though. That's 40.
Alright. Asta.
Asta.
What?
Your turn.
You both said that at the same time.
Oh, right. She's in the call. I totally forgot. I almost started to go for her.
Wow. I am here.
I'm sorry. I just
Old
forgot.
habits die hard.
So this one here is definitely easy enough to hit, and then you could hit this one too if you could kill that one in one go. They're pretty easy to hit. Personally, what I would do is shoot this one first and kill it, and then bonus action kill Hunter's Mark this one just to kill it faster. But that's also only if you want to spend the spell slot.
Since we're gonna kill these guys pretty darn quickly.
Yeah, there's literally like 2 people left, so 2.5, I guess.
3.
Yeah, that one barely counts. Because to be fair, Timbe probably could have killed him if he would have rolled better.
Didn't mean to do that. Now I was muted. Okay. Okay, so you said I wasn't by my computer when you were saying here, here, and here. So did you
Oh.
say this
Yep.
guy or
Yep.
that guy?
Yes, both of them. Shoot the one behind Valinar closest to you first, and then shoot the other guy with Hunter's Mark, if you can kill the other guy in one shot.
Alrighty.
And if you want to spend that spell slot,
Yeah, if you want to spend that spell slot. But that's up to
because
you.
these guys aren't that strong, they're gonna go down pretty darn quick.
It's also
Okay.
still kind of early in the day. Like, it's probably noon at this point in time.
Alright, I will just go at him with my sharpshooter.
Sure.
I guess, I mean, you said they're pretty weak, so sharpshooter might not even be necessary, but...
I will tell you right now, the first guy is definitely not even worth sharpshooter.
Okay.
Hits.
I would hope so.
It's dead.
How much did he have left?
3.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go after the other guy then.
Okay. And like I said, you can Hunter's Mark and Sharpshooter
Oh,
if you
well.
want. Well, I was...
Okay, already hit it.
That's fine. I was just informing you, so... Okay, so 29 hits. So it's 13, and then... Actually, you know what? We'll just give you the crit damage, because technically you get to roll an additional d8 for your... Hunter's Prey, or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Hunter's Prey.
Colossus Slayer. Oh,
Well, Hunter's Prey, Colossus Slayer, it's the same thing, kind of. Technically, you get to roll another one of those because this one's taking damage and it's worth applying the damage to. Unless you feel like you can roll higher than a 6 on a D8, I can just take that damage.
I mean, either way, I guess.
Okay. What do you want?
I guess just go ahead and take that damage. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. Probably a safer bet.
All right. It is still standing, but it is much more hurt. That'll bring us to
Katya.
Katya. Unless you want to... Yeah, that's pretty much all you can do at this point. Sorry.
Oh, perfect. The one that she was shooting at, I'll go ahead and throw a couple Eldritch Blasts at.
Okay.
So first roll and second roll.
27 hits.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
For 14 total points of force damage.
Very good.
Is it dead?
And the modifier is not being applied. Awesome. It is not. It is barely hanging in there.
Dang, if I had that modifier, that would have made a difference.
If you would have had that modifier, it would
Yeah.
have died.
I would have thrown a firebolt. However, he's kind of floating in water. I didn't think it'd be
Yeah.
very effective.
Funny enough, there aren't many rules for fighting on water. It's mostly when you are completely submerged is when fire becomes an issue.
No, I mean, his clothing is wet, and his skin is wet because he's fallen in the water, so not very conductive to fire. However, if I shot a lightning...
Also, if you had missed, you would have hit the boat.
Yeah.
In a 100-foot line. Ooh, that rudder's looking pretty close in that line. Anyway.
You know what? Why not? I'll quicken a spell to finish him off. Just do a basic chromatic orb.
Okay, roll to hit.
What element?
Boop, boop, boop. This is gonna be lightning.
Okay.
15 to hit.
He is slowed, so that will hit.
Sweet. 15 points of
And
lightning damage.
15 damage will render him unconscious.
Here's the
There
question.
we go.
Lightning damage. Is that going to spread out?
Oh, I've
Flash
already rolled.
damage.
I'm rolling for it. Don't worry.
Oh.
Okay. Noted.
Alright, let me roll you that 100.
Please.
97.
Ooh. I think you've had
Sure.
this one before.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Becoming more and more like a dragon each second.
Yep. For the next minute, you have Dragon's Breath that you can cast as a bonus action. Note that the
It's fire, yeah.
The element is fire. Yep. So just note that. Although technically, I don't think you've ever used this, so you wouldn't know that it's fire.
Yeah, I never had a chance to use it, but I know I have it.
Yeah. All right, Valinar.
All right.
Things around you
Trying to
have
steal my
died.
shtick.
I'm sorry.
It's just gonna be like, "Are you trying to steal my shtick?"
Maybe.
Valinar, things around you have died.
Alright, can I see the guy in the crow's nest?
No, not from your current angle.
Okay. We're gonna just... Do I know there's a guy up in the crow's nest?
You would.
Okay.
I would also
I'm gonna-
say you know Tembe is up there as well.
That's also a fair point. We're just gonna use my movement to get back on the boat
Okay.
and just kind of look around to make sure there's no other surprises waiting on the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
16.
16? There does not seem to be any other surprises.
Okay. And I'm gonna also just quickly, for a bonus action, I'm just gonna go ahead and, whoops. Heal again.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you got pretty roughed up.
That guy is gone.
It dropped down to less
Zing.
than a quarter of my health. Whoops.
Zane is going to cast Firebolt. Oh no!
Oh, he's crazy. Oh no, he's crazy.
It's what he has without using another spell slot. Well, this is really unfortunate. Probably should have just used Roll20 for this, but I didn't. So that's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Let's see how bad this is. Okay, he just misses. This guy, 80 feet in the air, knows he's in trouble. Technically would hit. Technically, I believe as well would hit. That's really good damage from him. Same thing. Okay. The individual takes 2 shots in this area. And then is going to... He really doesn't want to be the last one alive. So he's going to jump out of the crow's nest. Timbe will attempt to grab him, I guess. I don't know if he's not really much of a thing, so... Oh, God. No. He slips through his grasp, and the individual falls 80 feet. 11.
Now, does he try and go into the water?
No, he's aiming for the deck.
So he's trying to
20.
suicide.
Mm-hmm. 11, 16, 20. 25, 26. 28. 31 points of falling damage. He is paced.
What?
Yum.
He just
And-
tried. What?
Combat
Oh.
comes to an end. You guys in the water just see this guy literally like a tomato falling onto falling from a great height, or being thrown at a great velocity at a stage, and
I just look at Katya. Did he just? Did he just?
You can see.
Yeah.
You can see
He
Tenbei kind of like
definitely
leaning over the crow's nest and just being like, "What the fuck was that?" Like hands kind of outstretched. He was not expecting that.
All right. So. We're gonna get like here-ish and be like, "Hey, can you throw down a rope ladder? I don't want to try and climb."
I'm gonna try and climb.
So the sides of the boat do have kind of like this like netting on, so it kind of
Rigging. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it kind of works like a rope ladder.
Okay. I climb up on the boat.
It's basically just kind of rough movement speed in order to climb on the boat. The rest of your NPCs join you as well.
Oh, boys. Be sure to clean up these extra bodies.
Nope.
Also,
Bring them all over here.
is there a lower hold?
There is, but for the most part, it is mostly quarters, storage room, and there is basically 2 side rooms that have I believe.
I want to go below deck and check out everything to make sure we got them all.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm actually going to ask for help taking these bodies into one of the empty rooms.
Okay.
And maybe a few buckets.
Easy enough to do. I'm sure Carden would be happy to carry the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bodies that you have.
What?
I'm gonna say these 3, unless you retrieve these 2 from the water, are unretrievable. Does that make sense? The one that skydived, and then the 2 that were murdered in the water off the side of the boat. Also, Katya, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Oh, son of a...
What?
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. My internet just had a hiccup where it was like, disconnected from the servers.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
perception.
investigation?
Perception.
So mine is having a big hiccup right now.
13.
13. You do not find any other, I guess now, stowaways.
Donner's gonna go inspect the cargo, or whatever's in the storage area.
Okay. You go and you open it up, and it's mostly food and drinkable water.
Okay.
You would gather for the crew that they had, they probably had maybe a week's worth of rations on board. Yeah, Katya, 13, you don't really find anybody else.
Also, I'm
Excellent.
going to look through what the bodies had.
Okay, make a investigation check. 20?
Dirty 20.
Okay. For the most part, you find scimitars and let's see, you would find scimitars, roughly 1 per person. So 11, I believe, is what I said. 3 daggers, which you retrieve from Carden's chest. And then every individual has a light crossbow. So another 11 light crossbows. That is what they have in terms of weaponry. In terms of armor, nearly all of them are wearing ragtag kind of studded leather armor. But amongst the group, you find... Actually, they wouldn't have a use of currency, so you would have... They would have, like odd, odd
Trinkets, doodads.
Yeah, odd trinkets and doodads, on their body, that they would have used for the purposes of trading. I would also say that you probably find several flasks of, like, liquor.
Probably grog.
Well, the flask, it holds a very... it would be closer to, like, a moonshine. Valinar finds this kind of, like, grog, kind of a poorly aged beer with the rest of the supplies.
So how many flasks? 4?
Yeah, 4. I rolled a d8 because I figured a couple of them wouldn't have flask, but... So, 4 flasks, we'll say. And they're probably half drunk, the 4 of them. Just because
So
they've been
total
on...
of 2.
Total of 2, but you have, 4 in general. And in probably on the captain's body, you would find a like a locket that when you open it has like a hand-drawn kind of sketch of what appears to be a woman. Probably half elf in the design. Looks like a meticulous work kind of went into it. And one of the individuals, you have checking their pockets, you find a really shitty drawing in like a charcoal kind of a drawing that that has 3 people standing, 2 taller, 1 shorter, and it has in really crappy handwriting. Have fun, Dad.
Oh no!
But that's pretty much all you find.
I'm reminded of a chart I once saw of how to guilt trip a murder hobo party.
I am not trying to do that. In this situation, you guys are, eat or be eaten. I know what you're doing with these bodies. I'm going to get them off the boat for the sake of room.
I've got it written down that I've got the 11 new skeletons.
I do feel terrible killing all these people, but they did attack first. I don't remember what you offered them, Valinar, but they clearly did not like it.
It was just scale mail. I mean, I guess it's probably stinky. I never did wash it after I took it off. But they shouldn't have been able to smell it from over there.
Well, then why did they
Over all the
yell that we
all
were
the salt?
monsters?
I don't know.
Either way, it was self-defense. But now we have their ship. Where did we all go?
Well, that'd be nice to know, wouldn't it?
Oh, where'd the ship go?
Oh no.
It just got worse.
Everything's gone.
We're on an interdimensional ship that is apparently traveling to another plane of existence.
Well, I was trying to do something, but now it's not working.
Put it back!
Oh, my Control Z won't fix it. Okay, just continue to fluff. I'll fix it. You guys continue to talk. I'll fix it.
So now that we have this ship, who here knows how to pilot said thing? Hey, there's the ship back.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter. We'll just steer it.
Somehow I
Worst
doubt.
comes to worst, we can tie a rope and make Card drag it as we walk.
I feel like it's going to take a little bit more than just steering. How do you make it go?
You use sails. When
Roboting.
Robot. I'm not roboting this time.
Yep, not you this time.
You still there, Carden?
Card.
I think we lost Carden.
yeah, I'm here. What did y'all say? Y'all were roboting.
No, you're the one who roboted hard.
Yeah, we were saying you
I
were the one
literally just
roboting.
said something.
Well, you're the one roboting.
Oh man, we're all robots now.
Uh,
He was saying something along the lines of
Well,
sails.
What?
You're roboting again.
Explain the one bar. Let's see if this works. Does this work?
It seems
So
to
far.
be.
okay.
Oh.
Oh, maybe.
I guess Tembe would come down and join you guys as well.
Oh, the ship's disappeared again.
Don't know why it's doing that.
We're all gonna drown.
Downloaded Borderlands.
Okay, the boat is completely gone. It is not on any of my layers now.
What did you do?
Like I said,
It's
it
because you manipulated it. You started with a tiny boat.
is an interdimensional ship that just managed to take off without us. So I guess we're back to walking.
Or drowning.
Or, here, let me see something
Why
here.
would we not be on the boat?
Because it's
See the
not
boat.
available.
We're on the boat. It just disappeared on the map. Don't
And
be
the boat's on
dorks.
us.
There, boat.
Get rid of that before I get rid of you.
There we go. We got the boat back.
Where did you go?
I must have deleted myself. Damn it.
I got it. I got it.
He's not under me.
Okay.
Oh,
Why are there
there's
two?
Okay. Okay.
Garden's about to fall off the boat.
Are we good now?
Okay.
Jesus.
Don't
Everyone
touch
get
it
your
up.
asses on the boat.
Alright.
Between the ship and the people.
You know what? I'll also go up in the crow's nest.
I was going to, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
good enough.
You're in the crow's nest.
Alright, so back to the question at hand. Who's going to pilot this ship?
Does any of us have
I
like
can
sailor
try.
background or sailor experience?
Nope. Yes.
Zane, Elaine, any of you know how to do this?
I am double checking, but I'm pretty sure none of them do.
I thought they said they had a boat at one point.
They did. They
A
did
boat
say
is
that.
for the ship.
Okay.
So
Do you think it'd be anything like when we were flying the Laputa?
No. You do not see any kind of harmony crystals within the ship as you guys were inspecting it. Timbe kind of goes, to be honest, we can steer a ship just fine, but the issue that we run into is a ship of this size requires people to work the sails and the rotors and rudder and things like that.
I thought the rudder was controlled by the. This is out of character. I thought the rudder was controlled by the wheel.
You still need somebody to operate it.
Fair.
So, I mean, typically we hired individuals who could do these tasks, and then we would help navigate and steer the boat. Do any of you know how to work the ropes?
I look to him, look to my robes, and look back up, and just raise a eyebrow ridge.
Yeah, I think the spellcasters like Dinok and I would be better suited for navigation.
If only I had my swashbuckler character that I have in a different game.
Awesome. I have no idea what you're talking about.
In a different game, my character is a
Oh,
swashbuckler. She's a pirate, so she'd be perfect for right now.
You're right, but that's not right now. So,
Well, your sister's not here.
What?
so the question is, we can try to limp our way to the next port, or if you're feeling brazen, because we do have supplies now, we could just attempt to go directly to the mainland.
Well, I could say this. If we don't know how to dock the ship when we arrive at the next island, we won't have a ship to steer to the mainland, so it might be better for us to just go straight there.
I say let's rest a little while here.
I like that idea.
Let's just use this as a stopping point.
Okay. Bad
Seems
enough.
safe enough.
Let's take some time, get the layout of the ship, and see what we have and stuff like that. So, reconvene in an hour.
Sounds good. I'll familiarize myself with the below deck.
It'll give me time to work on these test subjects.
I want to go through all of the personal quarters.
Okay. There is one personal quarter, and it seems to have belonged to the captain.
Yep.
And there does not seem to be many belongings in here. It seems to be rather empty. Other than like he has a bed, whereas the crew quarters has mostly like hammocks. Yeah, I mean that's really about it. It's pretty basic.
Okay.
You get the feeling that if these were pirates, they're either A, really bad pirates, or B, really new pirates. Because throughout all of your guys' searching, nobody has found a Jolly Roger.
If they were pirates.
If they were pirates.
Or if they use a Jolly Roger in this universe.
To be fair, from where you're from, you have no idea.
What's a pirate?
Exactly. I hardly know what a large body of water looks like.
Alright. So, you guys have an hour, so you guys can take a short rest, recover spell slots, hit dice, roll hit dice, that kind of a thing. Otherwise, is there anything else anybody else would like to do during this hour?
Maybe when I'm below deck, I might find a corner and kind of give thanks for my renewed power.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You kind of find a corner that doesn't smell like piss and kind of thank the heavens for a surge of power, so to speak. Deanoch, how meticulous are you being with the bodies? Are you carving the flesh like to the point where the bones are white, or are you kind of like close enough?
I mean, I don't want the smell getting in the bag. So yeah, pretty meticulous.
Okay. I would say in the course of an hour, you could probably get
How about this?
maybe... Oh, go ahead.
I roll sleight of hand?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
I mean, that seems fair. With...
Well, I'm trying
Now,
to
here's
think...
the question. With my skills, would I get advantage?
Give me 1 second. I want to look something up.
Okay. Ooh, maybe medicine would work better.
No, that's not right. I'm probably going to get put on some kind of watch list from this.
What? What are you doing?
Okay, that doesn't help me any. Okay, I want to see. I'm looking at something now.
Probably looking up on, just probably searching Google on rough time it takes to skin a human body.
So, I'm not going to say it'll give you advantage. Instead, I'm going to allow you to apply your proficiency bonus to it. Does that make sense?
All right.
You're more skilled / trained in this rather than, like in this particular, sleight of hand check than anything else. So, yeah, let's go.
So
with that.
whatever I roll plus 4.
Correct. Wow.
Well, what do you know? 23 or 23?
23. Okay. I mean, that's a really good roll. However, still, due to the sheer amount of time it would take to deflesh an entire human body, I will say with the 23 and the proficiency that you have with it, I would say you would get through two of the bodies, which is pretty good. That basically means you're defleshing an entire human body in like half an hour, which, if you think about it, 206 bones, cutting around each individual bone, that's pretty good. So, I think that's reasonable and more realistic, honestly. Still a long ways to go, but closer than you were.
And I'll just stick the other bodies in.
Okay. I'm gonna delete these two to kind of just represent how many you have left. Alrighty. Does anybody else wish to do anything on the boat for an hour?
Arden is going to figure out rigging.
Figure out what?
Rigging.
Rigging the ropes.
Oh.
How to Yeah, like the ropes and like the sail, stuff like that.
Jesus. Okay, I thought you were having a stroke. Go ahead and roll. Oh boy. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me. And I will keep in mind the amount of time you're spending for it.
18.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not. It's actually really good.
All right.
It's 1 point less than what you could roll at your max. I would say, given that it is a one-sail ship, after
Considering that's a die.
after spending, mostly an hour, you have a relatively good idea on how the ropes would work in order to move this sail. I would also say that during your time kind of observing the ropes and stuff like that with the intelligence check, you have noticed that the steering column, basically the portion of the boat that helps control the rudder, has been slightly damaged. It appears that those 2 final shots that Mr. Suicide took weren't completely in vain.
So he fucked us over before,
So tell Valinar.
It's slightly broken. Those things have like...
I'm gonna
think they have,
tell
like-
Valinar.
Okay. Mending.
We're just gonna fix it.
Okay.
Valinar is just going around mending now.
I got a new
Yeah,
cantrip when we
Cargan
leveled up,
was
so I took
Mhm.
mending because I thought it'd be
Useful.
helpful.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, obviously, it takes a minute to cast, but you do eventually get the damage that had been done undone, and it appears that you guys have a fully functioning rudder and steering column again. So, after an hour, you guys reconvene. What would you guys like to talk about?
Well, I come up with 2 full buckets and just go for the edge of the ship.
Okay. You're
Damn, these are heavy. Carden, you want to help me out real quick?
your company is a little disturbed at this, but given your profession, they understand.
Yeah, I'll help him throw him off the
Easy
side.
enough. Easy
boat.
enough.
Ugh. You know, if we just wait a little bit, we could probably fish pretty good.
What are you gonna do? Attack sharks and fish with magic missile?
How'd you guess?
But some of the things in this water we probably would not want.
So to shore then, to the mainland, or are we heading to
Since we do have supplies and should not need to make any stops, I say we just go straight through to the mainland. That way, if we wreck the ship trying to dock it, at least we're at our destination.
Yes, but wasn't there a few things we wanted to do at this port?
I don't know.
Where was Lepita landing? Because didn't someone say something about new giants?
Wait, it's like
Did I
way far away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on a different landmass altogether.
Okay.
Oh, didn't I?
Those mountains that
Didn't
Dinok needs
we-
to go to on the mainland?
They are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I made a. Like, I should have a real quick. Map somewhere, didn't I? Rip, you had something and I.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You had a real quick map of the place where we were. Like a really rough map.
Okay.
And due to reasons, I had to turn it.
Nothing in roll 20. Do you remember where or how I sent it to you?
I think it was Discord.
Probably in a private message, then. I'm gonna say no, because my last message to you would have been 3 months ago. And it was the words, okay.
Because we were probably trying to get Phasma working.
Probably. Let me check Messenger.
Because I know you sent us something.
Yeah, he did send us a rough sketch of a map. I remember that. But I think that was of the previous
I
island,
think that
and
was-
it showed us where the channel
Yeah.
was.
Okay. Never mind then.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what you guys are
Enoch
talking
may
about.
have keen mind, Rom does not.
Bro, trust me, I understand. Like, I have to write crap down, and even then I forget. Too bad there isn't... Is there a way to search media on Discord?
No, not that I know of.
Scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
A lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. If you're wondering, what are you trying to figure out based off of the map? What are you trying to, figure out? Because maybe I can help you.
Well, part of it was that I forgot that the map was the previous.
So you have, yeah, it was part of the previous area. Which,
Found it.
Oh my god. Okay. Is it?
But
in the
yeah, it
Discord
was for a
thing?
previous area. It's in
Okay.
the Discord on the backroom stream D&D way back October 8th. But it was the previous island showing the channel over to the first island.
Yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, so that is technically and again, I don't have all of my stuff in front of me, which is frustrating. That is technically the west, I believe. Yeah, west Palathai. Which is where you guys were, which would have had places like the Jade City, Kuldor, and Weregrin. Weregrin, I believe, is where you guys got villagers killed. So that showed you where the channel was. You guys do not have a map of the channel and the arid.
Right, that's what we wanted to do. The
Yeah.
guy, the guy that they were going to take us to had a map. And
Okay.
wasn't he in the next city?
Correct. Oh yeah, you guys do not have a map of the arid isles. Tell you what, you guys think about it and talk about it, and let's go to break because it is 10:30.
Ah, good time for a break. Yeah.
We'll take we'll take a few minutes here, guys. Let them kind of talk about it off stream and stuff like that, aka above game, and we will be back in 5-10 minutes or so, and see if we can resolve this issue of where the party wishes to go.
Well, y'all already know where I want to go.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys.
And unless we can make this ship fly, we can't go where I want to go.
And we're back. So, the party has a decision to make. As Timbay kind of goes, so would you like to head to Shogia, or do you need to head to? Should we head to the mainland? We just need to head west or east in order to hit the mainland.
I would say let's go to Shogria.
Let's go
You
to
said that-
Shogria.
Shogia. It's Sogiha.
Sogia.
H-A.
Dang it, I was right the
To
first time.
Gaia.
You said that the person with the map, or closest thing you know to it, is there, correct?
Yes, Lavanda keeps a very meticulous work of his office. He's also a little bit of an entrepreneur, if you will. He likes to
Isn't that
make
the guy?
things.
Isn't that the guy that you mentioned when you were talking about who you do favors for?
This is Chase or the DM speaking here. If it is, I did not write that down, and so I don't remember.
No. I think he mentioned that somebody named Lavander. They were currently searching for something for a man named Lavander. Hang on.
If I did, that is an oops on my end, I guess, because
Oh, there's a man named Xander.
Ah.
Xander that lives in the Bone Guard Mountains, who has a plan to defeat the demons, and they're looking for this fancy stick. Okay, just very, very similar. Xander, Lavander, maybe they're brothers.
perhaps. I doubt it.
There's no telling. We've learned all sorts of crazy things since before the surface at this point.
You said I said Xander?
Xander, and I imagine it was with an X.
Okay.
So Gia,
Yes, we want to attempt to at least figure out a way for me to see the map.
Okay.
that seems like it would be easy enough. After all, it would appear we have a master of stealth among us. If we can't outright get the map, that is.
Lavanda is happy to deal in trade and different kind of revenue. He is he does appreciate trade for his works, but I'm sure we would not need to steal this map from him. Plus, it wouldn't be right to take something he has worked so hard on.
I'm not saying take it. I just need to see it, and I spend a little time to memorize.
Fair enough. I still think it would be worth purchasing it from him as a sign of good faith. But we can always talk about this as we get there. So we need to head kind of a northish direction from here. I'm sure we'll run into or see the mainland soon, or that land soon. So, with that, I want some group survival checks.
Oh. 17.
Much better.
Oh Lord, that's
15.
a 1.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I have inspiration. I'm gonna re-roll that.
You sure? Go for it.
When you say you're sure, I don't know, but yes.
It's up to you. Go for it.
Survival. Try this again.
You accidentally bring down the sail.
Wow, I didn't know that I could go lower than a 1. And yet, I beat the odds. One stop short of
podcast
a
listeners.
nat 1.
He rolled a modified 1 earlier, and then this time he rolled a modified -1. Oh boy. Well, on the bright side, Asta rolled a natural 20, and so did Tembe. The other two basically
Hopefully
did.
they'll make up for the rest of us.
So, with that, I would like. Yeah, you rolled the lowest. Katya, I want you to roll me a D100.
Oh shit. 19.
Okay. That's actually really good for you guys. You guys are rolling on what I call my whoop scale.
Well, that's new.
Yeah, it is new. I literally made it up about 8 o'clock tonight. With a 19, you guys run into no issues for the evening's travel. Because you are on a boat, your time is actually sped up fairly significantly. And you guys begin to slow and come to a more of like an idle sitting position as evening falls. You guys are still a little bit a ways, but the land is now visible to Cardin, but it still looks relatively small. You imagine that you guys would probably arrive fairly early in the morning. You know, provided no issues. So, due to that roll, you guys are able to have a long rest, and because of the 2 natural 20s on the survival, I'm going to let that carry over through the night. I am going to just roll one thing on my end. Okay. So, you guys can take a long rest, establishing watches and stuff like that without any issue. So if you guys have not already triggered it, you guys can trigger a long rest.
But
Done.
before going to sleep,
Triggered.
Valinor wants to do sending
Okay. Who are
to
you-
try and contact Nadon to see if he's okay. Because if I remember correctly, she has said he's missing.
Mhm. Okay. What is your message to Nadon?
Essentially, it's kind of like, what's going on? Are you all right? Shia said you're missing. I think that's 12.
Okay.
And do you know why Palamo wants my Dale? And that's
Okay. Okay. No, still in captivity. I blanked on the other lady's name. What did you say your friend's name was? I'm trying to find it again.
Shia? Shia?
Thea?
Shia? XIA?
Shia. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, that's just what I was hearing. Shia should still be free. My Dale. And then there's a pause, even in the sending spell. Might have a way to find you, or to bring you to him.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be the end of it. That's like 22 words.
Okay, well, sending again.
Okay.
Essentially to ask how my Dale would my Dale just summon me? Or like the area I'm in? Because I'm with other people right now. That's the message, sending, by the way. The message.
And he would reply with, I am unsure. I have never seen him perform this type of magic. It's mainly rumor. Or hearsay.
Fantastic. Alright, well, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be it for Valnar. And he's gonna go to sleep. Before he goes to sleep, he's just gonna tell everyone real quick. It's quite possible I might just disappear, so no idea what if I disappear, if something would grab me, but hey, something might happen and then he's gonna go to bed.
Oh fuck.
Before anyone could ask any questions.
Before anybody asks any questions, you just run off.
Yeah, I'm not answering any questions because I don't have any answers aside from what I told them.
I mean, to be fair, you have basically the captain's quarters and then the crew quarters in terms of space to sleep. So...
By the way, I want to spend another hour doing the...
Okay. I'll say go ahead and make another roll. The sleight of hand with your proficiency bonus, just to kind of...
Yeah.
See how tired
that's-
you are.
That's a
I mean,
10.
that's
not
10.
too bad. So
No.
1?
Yeah, I'd say you get another one in before you're like, oh, man, screw this. I'm so tired. I was tired of walking. And now I gotta pull this stupid rope and help out on the boat and so, okay. Alright. Then with that, the next day comes, and the morning is yours.
Are we there yet?
No, but we're close. You can see the island from here.
I feel like if you can see it, then you're pretty much there.
It'll still probably be an hour or two.
I mean, that gives me enough time to... Oh.
Help
I
with the
suppose I
boat.
can't really
You're right. Everybody roll survival.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
God,
below
8.
survival.
Hey, that's a 15.
Eight.
Wait. Carden, we have the highest stealth, or the highest survival in the party. How did we roll the lowest?
I don't know.
So
Today, the type of
Survival is my
table.
thing, and I still can't roll well on it.
I had 3 successes and 1 failure on my end. There is 2 failures on yours, so that's... Yeah, so you guys had a good, significant amount of successes. Over significant, so I don't even need you guys to roll on the table. Alright. So, as you guys bring the boat close to the island and begin to dock it, essentially, there isn't a whole lot of what's the word? Like there isn't like wooden docks here. It's more of a side of side of the island that you guys are currently trying to dock on, so you guys get as close as you can, and then you guys would have to take like a small boat or rowboat to the other side, unless you guys just decide to walk, because Valinar can do that.
Do we want to walk over water again?
No, I think we'll take the boat.
Okay.
Might as
Rather
well.
not.
Does this ship even have a rowboat?
It would, for emergencies.
It
has-
for emergencies. I used to be able to fit all of us.
It has 1 rowboat, and rowboats can typically fit, I want to say, like 6 people.
Okay, we'll walk.
Sounds about right, typically. I mean, you can make more than 1 trip. It's not. It wouldn't be a very long trek. It would just be slightly inconvenient. Most likely for Carden. The real question is does Valinar have Water Walk prepared for the day?
Valinar's gonna have it prepared for as long as we are on the ocean.
Okay. Alright, so you guys... I'll just say you ritual cast it, because I believe that's what you guys are wanting to do at this point.
Yeah.
And you guys walk to the island. I'll move you guys over here off of the water. Okay. As you guys begin to approach the city, you can tell almost immediately that the city itself was once kind of a nice place. You see a lot of marble and stone kind of structures that have been broken and kind of collapsed. But they've also been, some of them have been rebuilt. Different stone and different stone work. You can kind of tell where the old stone was standing and the new stone has been added and kind of molded together to kind of form these new structures and buildings and stuff. And as you begin to get closer and closer, you guys can hear the town populace, as this is not a little town in a sense. It sounds like a bustling city as people go about their daily business, moving from location to location.
Wait a minute. Are we sure it's a good idea to walk in? How many of us are here in this party?
10 total. I do believe. Plus my skeletons.
Well, your skeletons don't technically count as people.
Hey, they are people and they have rights too.
So you technically have 8 with you currently. And yeah, they do have rights. They have the rights to carry Dinok's shit.
Because it sounds like there's a lot more people here than what might be allowed, and I'd hate to cause another demon incursion just because we walked into the city.
Well, as you guys are getting closer, you guys do begin to notice that there are like front, for the lack of a better term, gates. They're not really gates. It's more like a wooden post, like a wooden post fence that's kind of been set up for like cattle, basically. And there are a couple of what look to be young teenage boys, human, kind of standing out front. And as they see you guys coming, one of them kind of looks inquisitively and kind of just goes, how many of there are you? I don't know if those count.
8 living.
8 living. That puts us. Okay.
I just turned to Valinor. I'm just like, nobody seems to really react that much.
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of surprising, really.
Yeah.
there's been. You'd be surprised what you see when you know, see a demon
Move on the
incursion.
surface.
What? Do you not?
No, I'm just saying, you'd be surprised what you see when you live on the surface.
I suppose that's true. Anyway, there's room for you guys. Hopefully the demons don't consider your friends back there, the unliving ones, as targets. That would put us right at 100, but I think we'll be okay.
Maybe it would be better if we only put in a couple of people for this job.
We can wait with the boat if that would work better.
Well,
We can-
you're the one who would introduce us to Lavender.
Exactly. Really, only Dinok needs to go along. The rest of us can stay out here so we don't risk an incursion.
On the other hand, I don't like the idea of us splitting up. After all, the
I could
last
make-
time we split the party, wolves.
You can't really consider that splitting the party. I went searching for materials and I got attacked because I left the party of my own accord.
Yeah, exactly. So if I leave, what's coming after me when we're this
Okay.
far away from
Then
safety?
take your skeletons with you and Cardin. The rest of us can handle ourselves out here.
Arden, what do you say? You want to come with me and be my intimidating muscle? Arden, stop daydreaming. Wake up.
Yes, I can come along with you and be your intimidating muscle.
Thank you. So, Cardin, myself, and Timbe, would you be our
Most
go-between?
likely. Most likely. I've met him once or twice now. Can't say that Elaine or Zane have met him at all, honestly. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Wait with them. We'll have, a quick word with Lavanda and then we'll, return.
Very well.
Okay. The three of you enter. Are your skeletons accompany you or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So the three living and the two dead enter the city, while the rest of you kind of head back towards the ship. Okay.
That's probably a good idea to stay with the ship. We can send a rowboat out to retrieve them later.
All right. Well, you could stay on the shoreline and. What, you guys walked, so it lasts for 24 hours. You'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, if they're gone for more than 24 hours, then we'll probably be worried then.
Water walk? Or water walk only lasts an hour.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking water breathing. Two different spells. So at this point, it's probably gone. By the time you get off the boat, walk to the land, and then walk to the city gates, it's probably gone by this point.
We may as well just wait for them to get back if I have to cast it again.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you guys kind of wait on the shore. Okay. Timbe kind of looks to the boys and just kind of. I'm assuming that Lavanda is currently in his office, right? They kind of nod. Excellent. We'll head that way then. This way, and he will lead you effectively to Lavander's office, which, traveling through the town, I would like you guys to share with me your passive perceptions.
11.
16.
16? Wow, they're practically shouting this. Okay. On the way there, you guys hear whispers, and this would include Tembe as well. Whispers about it almost seems like folklore about people who have gone missing before on the island, and a rumor of a large kind of creature prowling on the other side of the island. And every now and then you hear like little kids telling the story, like trying to be scary for their little siblings or whatever, of like how if they don't behave and listen to mom and dad, that the Jabberwocky's gonna get trying to fill that kind of that rumor of people that have gone missing in the past, being taken by this mythical creature.
Did you? This is Rom.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Jabberwocky?
I did.
Fuck me.
No. But Timbe, Timbe kind of makes eye contact with you guys, but doesn't really say anything. After all, most of what they are talking about seems to have been something in the past. And continues to lead you guys to a relatively small building.
The way I do turn to Cardin and say, "So, what do you think the chances of us finding this Jabberwocky creature and having to deal with it are?" I'd say pretty high.
I would also stay pretty high. I want it as a pet.
Of course you do. Tell you what, if you can calm it down and can tame it, we'll talk about it. We'll see if it'll fit
try.
on the ship.
So you guys approach a small kind of building.
Cabin?
It's a stone building. It looks to be like a 2-story building, and it doesn't look busy, if that makes sense. Like the area seems to be kind of off from the main populace. It seems that people are kind of avoiding the building at this current juncture, and as Timbe kind of approaches, this heavy metal knocker kind of on the front of the door, he kind of lifts and 2 heavy knocks. And you guys hear some rustling on the inside and kind of the shifting of items, you would imagine. And then you hear from the inside, "Oh, come in." Timbe kind of goes, "Come on."
Open door.
Excuse me. Inside, the interior of this chamber is very dark. The walls are lit with like candle lights, and it's enough to give like dim light in this room. There
So
are,
only Cardin would have trouble.
I believe Cardin has a form of dark vision now.
Somewhat, yes.
I can't remember. Don't you have
I can
the
see.
Don't you have the
He has
guard?
the goggles.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I
He
have
has
the
goggles. So yeah. So you guys are actually fine.
Yeah.
But the room is dimly lit, and you can see different kind of baubles and trinkets kind of on different desks, kind of spread throughout the room. And as the door closes, as you guys close the door behind you, on the other side of the room, you can kind of see a figure kind of step out of the shadows. And you see this kind of tall, muscular individual with long black hair, pale skin, kind of step out from these shadows with this vibrant kind of like purple and gold kind of jacket almost, or not jacket, vest. That's the word I'm looking for. That has like a collar on it, and he's currently got the collar popped, revealing kind of like this deep V kind of cut before the vest kind of stitches together, kind of revealing kind of a muscular and muscular and toned upper body. And he kind of goes, "Timbe, it's been a while since I've seen you around these parts, my feline friend." "It has been a while. Lavanda, these are my current traveling companions. This is Dinuk and Cardin, and then these other two are Dinuk's creation."
They are my, let's call them servants.
Ah, understood. Individual of the practitioner of the I want to say necromancy, but I don't want to assume. It could be also like enchantment.
It is necromancy. Don't worry too much about it.
Fascinating. Interesting. Well, welcome to my abode. I have, I'm had visitors to our location in quite some time. What can I help you guys with? And he kind of looks to, Timbe at first, who kind of just looks to you, Denock.
First and foremost, we have heard that you have the closest thing to a complete map of this area. And if not purchase, well, whether through trade or if you are of the gold persuasion, mayhaps allow me to memorize it at the very least. With payment, of course.
It is true that I have a map, kind of my own making. So forgive me if it's not perfect, but everything I have is basically on hearsay. So you're here for shopping and baubles, basically, and the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, typically we do things of trade. He's gonna insight check you, Denock, just because that's really good. What? Tell me, why do you need or wish to see my map?
I turn to Cardin. Other than my companion here, the rest of my portion, our portion of the group that we are with, Timbe here has his two companions. We have another... Excuse me, I need to take a drink before I continue. Excuse me. Cardin and I here have another 3 companions to our group. Of that group, only Cardin here is actually from the surface. The rest of us are from different islands up above.
You can kind of see his eyes kind of widen at that, but he remains quiet, letting you finish.
We have goals to accomplish. One being the Jade
I am
City.
from the surface.
Yes, Cardin. We have goals here on the surface. One being finding Cardin's tribe to ensure their safety. Another being to find the Jade City. And the third being... Above game. What's the mountain range again? Doma Mountains?
You got
Yeah, I
it.
just don't see that on my list somewhere, so I forgot. And the third being something in the Doma mountain range. So we were hoping you would be amendable to, again, either letting us trade for the map or allowing me to memorize the map.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Straight rolls. 13.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, yeah, for me, yeah, not too bad.
He kind of ponders for a moment, and he's like, I understand the predicament you're in, and I honestly wish it would be easy trading of a map for some kind of good or services. However, there may be a trade, a service that might be you might be able to help me with that would be worth more than just the map. Maybe you could also acquire a few baubles from my collection. After all, I do tinker a bit. But
Deanoch does get an interest in his eye.
he does notice the look, and you can kind of see his face kind of curl into a little bit of a grin, kind of that, like, oh, okay, I got him. I just need to be patient. Kind of like that fishing kind of a thing where it's like, oh, he's all but on the thing.
I'm all but hooked.
And you can see kind of these like, as he's smiling, kind of these pointed teeth kind of in his the canines kind of pointing in the smile in the light.
I notice this.
Mm-hmm. You notice him smiling.
I notice the teeth.
Mm-hmm. I would say you would. It's not like you guys are across the room.
Second. I'm gonna roll wisdom.
Sure. That was weird.
I mean, thank God that wasn't the one.
I mean, it was weird because it rolled. So you have to remember, I have 3 screens showing basically the same thing here, and it went right, left, center, in that order. My right screen is where I have my recording, the left screen is the screen I'm recording, and then my center screen is my screen where the DM control, am set up at. Anyway, you rolled a 6.
Yeah, Deanoch is going to immediately be a little bit defensive.
Understood. Some of the memories
Sharp pointed teeth.
Some of your memories haven't quite faded yet, I understand. I'm sure you heard some of the rumors in town.
The Jabberwocky. As those... What was it? What would you think they are? 12, 13? Year olds? Something like that.
And the rumor of these individuals gone missing a while ago. That is unfortunately my own doing. These stories that you've heard of people have gone missing are actually much more recent than that. In the last few days, we've had several sudden disappearances of people. Mostly loners or drunkards who wander outside a town late at night. And
you're spreading rumors to try and keep the peace.
He kind of like turns his head to the side just slightly and kind of goes, "Sure." But insight.
I believe him.
Well, technically I do have to roll against it because he could roll a natural 1. That's cocked. He does not. Does Carden wish to insight? He's there.
Yes, he will go ahead and insight.
I'll have Tembe roll as well. That is an awful roll, Tembe.
That is an awful roll, Carden.
Carden fully believes. Everyone fully believes.
That is a total of 12 for Tembe.
Now, does that beat...
Total of 1 for Carden.
No, you rolled a natural 1 for a total of 3, Carden.
Yeah.
No, it does not beat his. He rolled much higher than that. So, but yeah. What was I saying? Oh, right. If you and your companions can put
Take
an
care of.
end to these disappearances, I'd be more than happy to show you the map, as well as trade a few more other things from my collection. And if you have requests for things, and he kind of like jazz hands, I can give it a try and see what I can make.
Now, are you a magical artificer or are you a machine artificer?
My specialty is in more of like a sorry, I have to think now because I double check.
Didn't expect that question.
Well, I also don't remember if I wrote it down, so I gotta double check. Okay. I dabble in many of things. My specialty itself is in more of a chemical makeup.
Ah!
Ooh.
We have a friend who is an alchemist. I'm sure he would love to pick your brain. Maybe trade for a few things. We are looking for materials for... well, for myself, I do need magical ink. I'm sure you understand the wizard's prerogative.
I do, and that is actually something that is quite hard to come by in these areas, but I think
I'm sure we can work a trade.
I might know a thing or two. I'd have to check the back room to see if I still have anything or not.
Fair enough. And I'm sure our friend Katya would love to talk about different herbs, medicines, that sort of thing.
So you have another 5, correct? Waiting on you?
See. Yes?
Okay. Please, feel free to bring them into the city. The guards outside know that the population is around 90. However, due to these disappearances, it's actually probably a little bit closer to 83. But I haven't told anybody in order to maintain the spirits of the townsfolk. Yeah, exactly. I think I just tried to combine people and folk, and I got Pokal or something like that. So we're gonna move on from that.
Gotta love it when words decide they want to combine themselves.
I know. Is there anything else I can help you with before you go and acquire your friends? Tembe kind of shakes his head and looks to you.
No, I do believe that we'll do it.
Okay.
We shall go, acquire our teammates, and return post-haste.
Alright. Meanwhile...
Oh, I wanted to do one thing real quick.
Okay, go for it.
I turned to Cardin. What did I tell you? We're going to deal with a Jabberwocky. And you'll be getting your new pet, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the beach, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Waiting patiently.
Katya, waiting patiently. That's a joke.
You guys want to screw with them when they get back?
Yes.
What do you have in mind?
I have a spell that can make someone appear as if they're dead.
Oh no, I don't. I will not volunteer for that. I've already been there and done that. It's horrible.
But it won't be real this time.
I'd rather not have flashbacks. Thank you.
Fair enough.
You'd
What the
still
hell, I'll
know
do it.
everything going on. You would just be blind and unable to move.
How long does it last?
1 hour unless I dispel it any earlier.
Ah, what the hell, I'll do it.
Alright. I'm going to ritual cast Feign Death on Asta.
Amazing. Okay. Is there anything
Better
else
co-
anybody wants to do?
Are you gonna come up with a story, Valinar, for why I'm going to be appearing dead?
While she's appearing dead, I can make her levitate.
You can make what?
I can make her levitate.
You have the spell Levitate?
I have telekinesis and I can move creatures.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay,
You're
the
gonna
story
walk
is we
up
have no
thinking-
idea what the hell happened. This just started happening.
They're gonna walk up thinking y'all are summoning something, or...
We should chant in some other language while we're at it. Preferably something we have in common.
Something we have in common. I know Dwarven, Elvish, Gnomish, and Kori.
It'd be
But
better if
yeah,
it was a
I
language
know.
that they didn't know.
I don't know if any of them speak Elvish or not.
I know
Well,
Cardin speaks Kori.
Katya looks at Zane. Or was it Elaine? One of them was the Elvish one.
Yeah, Elaine.
Elaine was Elvish.
Yeah.
Katya side-eyes Elaine.
I know at least 2 of you speak Dwarvish.
I'm not one of them.
I speak
Well, I mean, the
Dwarvish.
dwarf better speak Dwarvish.
I would hope.
I could always try my hand at Sylvan. I haven't done that in a little while.
Zane would inform you that both he and Elaine can speak Elvish and Infernal.
I guess that seems fair. Living on the surface, you pick up Infernal.
We do, and so did Tembe. So bear that in mind. For a moment, though, Valinar, I seriously thought you were gonna just whip out hallucinatory terrain, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Rise.
Yeah, I was like, "How? When?"
I think that's it. I don't think that's even anything a cleric can get.
I think Trickery Domain can, but it's been a minute since I've looked at that. So, I think that's part of their domain spells, but I could be wrong. I was wrong.
Nobody knows.
So,
No.
do you guys wish to do anything else then? No? Okay.
Aside from that,
Ooh,
no.
question. Wouldn't Draconic kind of sound similar to Infernal?
Mhm.
To somebody who doesn't know... Oh.
Just
Never
everyone
mind.
pick a language. All we're gonna chant is "This is not real."
I'll do it in Sylvan.
Okay.
I'll do it in Gnomish because I don't think anyone else in the party speaks Gnomish.
Don't believe so.
You know what? I'll break out the good old Celestial.
You're not even there.
You're not here, Cardin.
I know.
You're part of who we're trying to fool this with. What are you talking about?
Give me a second.
Oh, here it comes. There we go.
Hey, there's a good old mage hand.
We need it at least once a session.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. All right. So. Ooh, I peeked. Anything Cardin and Deenock wish to talk about on the way back to your friends?
Actually, I'm gonna talk to Deenock, or excuse me.
You are Deenock. Me, myself, and I solo ride until our DMCA.
Maybe he wants to talk to himself. You don't know.
I will talk to Cardin about how he would go about taming various things that I think could be considered Jabberwocky.
Well, first off, do either one of you know what a Jabberwocky is?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be like, a Jabberwocky could be this, that, or this other thing.
Oh,
How would you tame these things?
I don't know what it is, but I feel
you
like
show
it's
it your
an
vocal
animal,
blade
and I
and you
can-
tell it, fuck off.
Watch Alice in Wonderland. You'll figure out what it is.
I'm thinking Wabbajack, but that's just me.
What I'm saying is, Deenock doesn't know what a Jabberwocky is. So he would be thinking what it could be. Like, is it some kind of species of dragon? Some kind of chimera? Natural chimera? Maybe a scaled bear?
So you're wondering if Cardin has ever heard of a Jabberwocky.
No, I'm talking to him like, if you met a,
Ah, okay.
big lizard, how would you tame that? If you met a bear, how would you tame that?
I would just talk to it.
And if it doesn't talk?
You knock it on the head
Has that worked for you
with
in the
your
past?
axe.
And then you lose said pet.
Then you can find another one.
And if it's the only of its kind?
Oh well.
Oh, well. I don't know what I expected from this conversation, honestly. And I'm still disappointed.
Well, you will be pleased to hear that after a short walk, you find a scene where, really quick, are the rest of you guys like hiding out of sight, or what are you guys doing?
Oh no, we're gonna be there chanting.
Oh, you guys are chanting with Asta kind of floating in the air.
Yes.
Okay.
I also
Seemingly
like
dead.
to cast light on her to make her glow. So make her glow and then
Well-
lift her up with telekinesis.
Well, hold on. First off, a couple things have to happen. A, is light concentration, because I don't remember, because I know some
No.
light spells are.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's
So-
a cantrip that lasts an hour.
Right, but
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
light is concentration, that's why I had to ask.
Right.
Good.
Second off, you cast telekinesis.
Right.
Roll a D100.
Exactly. That's the only downside to this.
33.
33. Oh god, that'd be terrible. I want to try and suppress it.
Sure.
Which one is that?
We'll find out here
And
in a
for
minute.
everybody if it works.
Well, not necessarily.
Charisma.
Roll a charisma check. That will succeed.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so
Everybody around me was about to be poisoned.
no, a random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
That works.
So
Actually, kind of funny. Feign Death says that if they become poisoned, it doesn't affect them.
that's funny. I would have made him roll for the creature that was targeted, but still funny. All right, so you cast
Yeah.
your telekinesis. So you guys come back to a scene of everybody basically standing in a circle around Asta as she is glowing, chanting.
Zane are doing this too?
Huh?
Elaine and Zane are doing this too?
Zane is. You currently do not see Elaine.
She's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's gone. You don't see her. Sorry, I rolled a stealth check for her because she's like, I don't want to be part of this. But
And Zane's just like, fuck yeah, let's do this!
oh yeah, Zane's a human. He's like, yeah, fun. But the rest of them are standing around Asta, who is currently floating in the air, chanting in what appears to be a variety of different languages. For the sake of expediency, you guys don't understand what they're saying, because they would pick languages that they know you guys don't speak. Which is Gnome from Valinar, Dwarvish and Sylvan from Katya and Asta, most likely. And
Wait, how would Asta be
Dead.
talking? She's dead.
Oh, right. That's not what I meant. And then we have... Oh, that's not the right person. Nobody has spoken Elvish around him, so not today. Zane would be speaking in Elvish. So...
Also, just so Asta knows, she can hear all of this.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's
She's
even
just
better.
blinded and can't move.
Yep.
Or no, incapacitated. It's depends on your definition of incapacitated.
Because it's funny, you can hear everything going on around you.
That's great.
In terms of whether or not you can see, I would say that depends on if you had your eyes opened or not whenever the spell was cast on you.
Well, the spell does specify blinded.
Oh, never mind then.
It says blinded and incapacitated.
Okay.
I think it'd be a little creepy if my eyes were open, so...
Yep. So you guys are currently doing that. That is what you walk back to, as they're all kind of like this kind of mix of language. What do you guys do?
Why are you guys talking like this?
Just real quick, Arcane Sense.
Arcana? It looks like some kind of summoning, but there is no summoning happening there.
No circle?
Not that you can see, and nothing that appears to be being created, anyway.
Okay, so I just think to myself, alright, so... Valinar is a priest, so unless he suddenly has something else as his patron, it's probably not him. Zane, I have no clue. He's support. You never know what a supporter can have. Katya found a new patron. God fucking damn it, something's going on with Katya. So...
Dude.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hey
And why
guys.
wasn't I invited?
I start talking backwards at him.
This'll be impressive. Do it.
I was just gonna say, what do you say?
In real life, I have no idea how to talk backwards.
I want to hear it. Paint me a word picture. How do you do it?
Record it and play it backwards.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, yes, no, yeah, right. See it?
Not bad, not bad.
A for effort.
Okay. Garden, what do you do?
So,
So, as I hear Katya start speaking and I don't understand it,
as you're speaking,
So-
realize it still doesn't help.
So
Carter's gonna be like, what the fuck? And try and like grab Katia's leg and pull her down.
Asta
Do you-
is floating. Okay.
Hey, don't touch me there.
Hold on. I'll get to that in a moment. So, Dinok, you instantly cast Comprehend Language. All of a sudden, everybody else's language becomes crystal clear. Whatever they are saying, you hear. I feel like Zane's is like a shopping list of just stuff he needs. It still does not help you comprehend what Katya just said. Because technically speaking backwards is not a language, so sorry. But you would understand the words, but it would still be backwards. Carden,
I mean-
attempt...
Technically,
Right, so...
reverse is a language.
I disagree, but we'll agree
It's a
to
language,
disagree.
it's just reversed.
Anyway, Carden, you attempt to pull Asta to the ground. Go ahead and make a strength check. Katya, I need you to roll an ability check against Carden.
Ability check? Okay, which one?
You spellcasting ability.
Oh, spellcasting?
Yeah. You should have a pretty big advantage here.
So,
Nine.
charisma. Just normal roll.
I believe so. That's how that spell works.
22.
Carden, you
I think
grab
it's-
a hold of
let me
her
see here.
leg, and she is unbudging from the space that she is currently aloft in.
Oh, yes.
Can-
Your
can she-
spellcasting ability against contested against strength check.
Yeah. Can she feel pain, Valinar?
Oh boy.
I think so. Hang on, I'll just put it into the there for you.
There's resistance to all damage except for psychic damage. So yeah, I'm gonna say you can still feel pain. Asta,
But it's
you can-
gold.
Right. Asta, you can feel this kind of large hand tugging on your leg. It doesn't hurt enough to deal damage, but it is being quite aggressive.
And I can't do a damn thing about it.
Correct.
Valinor at that point just kind of starts laughing and goes, "Oh, we should probably stop before he rips off her leg."
And at that moment, I let go of the spell.
How high
Jumping
was
off
Asta?
the 30,
How high
30
in the
feet
air?
off the ground.
Okay, if that was the case, Carden would have been able to reach her. So we'll say she's
Yeah.
like 5 feet,
Probably more
and
like
we'll say you gently
10
set
feet
her
up.
down.
5 or 10 feet.
Okay, and you gently set her
How
down.
about this? I let go, and Carden is able to pull her from the air.
There you go. Asta, you regain your vision as you gently fall into Carden's arms. Why not, princess style?
Arden, she's in your arms. What you do?
Say, get down from there. It's not safe to be floating up in the air like that with people chanting at you.
They just don't react at all to the fact that I appeared to be dead.
Well, nobody was actually close enough to like perform a medicine check to see that you
Right.
weren't breathing or anything like that. It was just
Also, I do actually need to touch her for the spell to end.
oh.
Oh.
Okay, redact that. Carden, you catch
Rewind.
Carden, you catch a limp, unmoving body in your arms.
Uh-oh.
At first glance, you don't see breathing or a pulse.
Carden's real quick gonna check to actually see if she's alive.
Okay, roll medicine.
This would be good.
Oh, that's not bad for Carden.
12.
12?
I mean, yeah.
There,
Yeah.
there is no pulse. for all intents and purposes, your best conclusion, she is dead.
Valimar, would you like to work some of your magic here? It looks like she's dead.
What?
You
Enoch
didn't ask.
That
immediately
wasn't
storms
supposed
over.
to happen.
What the fuck did you say? And he's immediately gonna run his own medicine check.
Go for it. 23. There is no pulse. She does not appear to be breathing.
That
Walking
was supposed
over
to be part of the ritual.
What
Let
the
me
fuck
check.
did you
Walking
do?
over, and he
Enoch-
goes, looks can be very deceiving. Okay, he's good.
I don't let you get close. I hold us. I ready a scorching ray to fire at you.
Well, I would imagine Valinar would
Me?
be pretty close. So about the time Dinok makes his medicine check, I would say Valinar would be, reaching down to touch her.
Yeah.
Um,
But I was just saying, looks can be very deceiving, and he dispels it in honor.
yeah. So immediately after you look up with this rage, Dinok, you can see Asta kind of her eyes flutter open, and this. I'm imagining this shit-eating grin creeps across her face.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
you could hear all of that. As you begin to kind of sit up on your own.
Huh? But I just checked. You were, and you're laughing,
Looks can be deceiving.
and
Oh
you're.
wait, is she still Asta? Or is she
God damn it,
possessed by something?
Nadia, we're not doing this again.
Dude. Oh, you utter fucking bastards!
I just look at him and go, pranked.
And
Gotcha.
immediately,
Mage hands all around.
I deserve that.
you're all assholes. I legit was ready to blast him with a scorching ray.
Worth it.
all of you guys have this hidden red handprint on, or this red handprint on your cheek, and all of you guys simultaneously are worth it.
Yep.
No, those shenanigans are out of the way.
Question
Where'd y'all
though,
find
do you hit Asta with the mage hand?
Shitting eating grin told me.
So you do, okay. Fair enough.
So that being said, now that that's all said and done, what did y'all learn while you were in town?
I shouldn't tell you and just let you find out. But I'm not an asshole like you guys, so I'll tell you.
Fair enough.
I beg to differ.
So, rumors of a creature called a Jabberwocky. To get to the map, we need to deal with
A Jabber
what's
what?
causing these rumors. Something called a Jabberwocky.
Jabber.
We don't know what it is.
Are you sure that's a real creature? Because I don't. That just sounds stupid.
Well, that's what the townspeople are calling it.
Jabberwocky.
We don't know if it is actually a Jabberwocky or if it's just
What about the map?
something. Well, again, like I said, to get to the map, we need to do this as a favor.
So we had to find this mysterious Jabber, whatever creature, to get the map. Does it have the map?
No, the
The map.
people are disappearing, and
Okay.
the person with the map wants us to deal with the disappearances,
In exchange for said map.
as well as other odds and ends. By the way, Katya, he sounds like an alchemist. He deals with chemicals.
Ooh.
So I figured doing this will get you in with him.
Well, you got my attention. I could certainly use some tips and tricks of the trade, as well as components, and maybe he knows something about transmuting water from other things. And what, I'll ask him later. But
Materials
Where-
for ink.
right, your stuff too. So where
We need to go
find
to
this?
him to talk to him to get more details.
Okay. But wouldn't that put the population at the limit?
Actually, there's enough people who disappeared that 10 more people could arrive, and
It won't
we'd
make a
be one
difference.
off.
Okay. As long as we're not going to bring disaster upon these people, then sure.
Yes. So, the person with the map created rumors throughout the town to keep the people from panicking. And so, I don't know if he created the word Jabberwocky and is using it as just the explanation, or if there's an actual creature called a Jabberwocky. But that's for us to find out. All he knows is people left town at night, loners, drunkards, the like, and they didn't return.
So if we want to find out that the Jabberwocky's real, all we have to do is get Carton drunk and have him wander out of town and keep an eye on him.
I mean, getting the one person who keeps the enemy preoccupied drunk, I don't think that's a good idea.
Doesn't he fight better when he's drunk?
Not
Right.
wavy drunken fist, my friend.
Sorry. Rib just shared something.
What? I shared the photo of what the Jabberwocky looks like.
The D&D Jabberwock. Yeah. And I just had a little bit of a
Yeah.
meep moment.
Here's the image for stream. This is the the official artwork for the monster right out of the Beyond the Witchlight book.
It's the fucking eyes. Something about them and just the holes for a nose just set me off. Like, I don't like that!
It's an odd art style. It's still horrifying.
Very much so.
I like Alice in Wonderland's version better.
I mean,
The
that one
management
definitely
appearance
is.
of the Jabberwock is very similar.
Anyway. Yeah. Alright. So, you guys relay the information to your allies. What else would you like to accomplish?
Head back to Lavander's.
Okay. As you guys...
Unless someone else has something.
No? Okay. As you guys begin to head back to Lavander's to speak with him on further details and to acquire more information about your quarry, that is where we'll go ahead and end the session for tonight.
That is a good stopping point.
Hooray!
It is
Woohoo.
excellent.
For everyone except Katya.
Yeah, it's a little after 11 here, but close enough.
I'm gonna be getting off here relatively shortly as well. Good job, guys.
It's important.
You stole a boat.
Yeah.
And we didn't wreck it.
And we don't know if the boat belongs to legitimate businessmen.
You guys don't know a lot. Just
Not
saying.
our problem. However, if there's details about a missing ship at sea and its crew, we'll just chalk it up to sea monsters.
And it's with 14 people. Gotta have the right number of people.
True.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? All right. Well, thank you guys very much. I hope everybody has a great night and a great weekend. Um, hopefully, come check us out tomorrow, where Blind, myself, and Rom might be playing some Borderlands 3. Maybe.
If Blind's
Yeah.
computer decides to be kind to him.
Yeah, please God, I want to play. Anyway, in the meantime, you guys have a good night, and I will. Oh,
Hey.
hold up, because we will not be streaming. This will be a 2-week break, because we will not be streaming on Christmas Eve or on New Year's. New Year's Eve, I guess. Spend the time with your families, that kind of a thing.
Yep. My wife has already informed me that there will be no D&D playing for me for the next couple of weeks because of the holiday.
I completely understand, and it's not a big deal. I was planning on having at least these 2 weeks off, at the very least for holidays. Things happen though. Who knows what we'll end up doing, or what I'll end up doing, because I have free time for the first time in my life. So, you guys have a great weekend, happy holidays, and we'll see you guys in the new year.
We'll see y'all next year.
Yeah.
For another year of exciting Mundus.